Hey guys, let's cut straight to it. Social media is seriously messed up right now. The entire landscape feels like it's spiraling, and I think we're looking at a collapse that's just around the corner. A year from now, you'll probably be thinking, yeah, we all should have seen this coming. Now, I'm not here to talk about AI taking over and messing us up, or even about the algorithm tweaks, hooks, or hashtag tricks people are usually worried about. Those things, honestly, are just scratching the surface. The real story is bigger, and I think it's going to shake up the whole creator economy in a way we haven't seen before. And I mean shake it like a Polaroid picture, which, by the way, you're not even supposed to shake. My prediction? In a year or two there won't be nearly as many of us left in this space. Not just creators, but agencies, brands, especially the ones clueless about what's coming. Think about it. Meta recently introduced paid social media access in Europe, letting users pay to avoid ads on Instagram and Facebook. In my opinion, this marks the beginning of the end for social media as we know it. Right now, not many people are paying for the ad-free version, but that's just temporary. Over time, more people will start paying to skip ads, which means fewer eyeballs on ads, and that's going to crush ad revenue for creators. It's simple. Fewer people seeing ads means ad rates go up, and the brands without deep pockets are going to feel it the most. Already, I'm seeing it firsthand. See, in the early days of the internet, it was straightforward. Apps were the big revenue drivers, and if you pumped in money, you got money back. Perfect, right? But that's changed. Now, actual content creators have become the main revenue stream for the internet. Brands are finally being forced to acknowledge creators with real, engaged audiences, creators who have substance, who actually provide something valuable. But there's a huge problem here that I don't think brands are ready for. The other day I was talking to someone in a big influencer agency, and they told me that ROS, or return on ad spend with influencer posts, is already tanking for a lot of creators. It's becoming almost impossible to find mid-sized creators who bring in real returns for the $2,000 to $10,000 brands are paying per post. As an example, they recently paid an influencer $10,000 for a video. Solid engagement, no fake followers, and the brand made back $200. This isn't a one-off, it's becoming the norm. And for the huge influencers charging $100,000 or more, they're so big that it's no longer viable for brands to shell out that kind of money. The value isn't there. The thing is, it's not just these issues hitting creators. We're facing a storm of bad sponsored content, white noise, and creators focusing on nothing but growth hacks. It's gotten to the point where the audience is just burnt out on obnoxious sponsored posts. And let me say this. Most influencer agency managers don't get it. They're out here trying to dictate exactly what creators should say and do, and it's creating a multi-layered problem that's pushing people away. As a result, I'm betting we'll see a wave of agencies, social media marketing firms, and mid-sized creators either downsizing, pivoting, or just giving up entirely in the next year or two. And you know what? Good riddance to some of them. We're overloaded with creators who don't care about genuine engagement, who treat their audience as numbers rather than real people, and they're out here chasing vanity metrics and quick cash grabs. They're saturating the space with mediocre content, completely oblivious to the long-term potential of building a personal brand with integrity. That's why I think, in the end, the pie will belong to creators who are committed to improving their content, building a genuine audience, and actually caring about what they put out there. But even if you're a solid creator, don't get comfortable, because monetization models are changing fast. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they're all scrambling to figure out how to make this sustainable. TikTok just announced it's pushing longer videos in horizontal format, clearly struggling to make short-form profitable. And yes, that doesn't mean you should stop creating short-form videos. Short-form is still critical for growth. But if you're trying to build something lasting, your strategy needs to be on point. Listen, up until now, we've been in a kind of creator bull market, a bubble. Platforms weren't as saturated as people claimed, and there was still room to stand out. But with the huge influx of creators flooding every platform, both high-quality and low-quality content, the landscape is overcrowded. And when things get too crowded, the market will force a reset. Think about Bitcoin right before its big crash. The signs were there. Social media is following a similar path. And let's talk about the new wave of creators, especially the ones who got lucky on TikTok and Instagram, riding that wave of instant virality with no real skill behind it. These people are out here, thinking it's easy to build a career off of content, primed to expect likes and followers with no effort. They're here for instant gratification, not realizing it takes time, strategy, and real engagement to build something meaningful. You can see it in action. 3 weeks after Threads launched, creators were already complaining about low engagement and considering leaving the platform. 3 weeks. You know, I've been doing this for almost 7 years and I've had my own rough patches. My views and engagement have dropped at times, but did I quit? No, because I know that being a creator means sticking it out, putting in real effort and continuing to improve. I remember posting after work for hours on end, grinding to get a handful of views, but that's what it takes. And I've seen creators drop off, one by one, while I'm still here. Almost all the people I started with are gone. Not because I was better, but because I was committed. I had a vision, a long-term goal. We're in a transitional phase right now where anything could happen. Platforms are experimenting with different formats, and short form will probably shift to something longer. But the real takeaway here is that you need to be ready to adapt, to stay tuned to the changes, and to keep trying new things. Don't get stuck doing the same thing because it used to work. I see so many seasoned creators afraid to change, losing steam as their audience moves on to fresher content. So here's my final piece of advice. If you want to survive this coming crash, if you want to make it in the creator economy long term, you need to do more than just follow trends. Learn the skills that matter: scripting, editing, understanding your audience, and create with purpose. Most people aren't willing to put in that effort, and that's why, despite all the white noise and competition, there will always be room for creators who do it right. Start making short-form videos if you haven't already, but please have a plan. Don't just throw content at the wall. Stick with me and I'll walk you through the exact process to grow on any platform today.